The history of the Shu Kingdom encompasses a fascinating trajectory, from its origins as an ancient state in the Sichuan Basin, potentially predating the Zhou dynasty, to its later incarnation as one of the three kingdoms following the collapse of the Han dynasty. This civilization, known for its distinct cultural identity and archaeological treasures like those at Sangsingdui, maintained its geographical isolation for centuries before eventually being incorporated into the expanding Qin state in 316 BCE. Centuries later, a descendant of the Han imperial clan would re-establish a kingdom bearing the name Shu in the same region, marking a significant, albeit brief, chapter in the era of division. The ancient kingdom of Shu, located in the Sichuan province, has a history marked by both indigenous development and eventual conquest, with its origins shrouded in legend, possibly involving figures like Kensong or the succession of Duyu to Biling, also known as Kai Ming, in 666 BCE, who established a dynasty that lasted 12 generations until its fall. The establishment and fall of Shu can refer to two distinct periods. The earlier ancient Shu Kingdom, which was conquered by the state of Qin in circa 316 BCE, and the later kingdom of Shu Han during the Three Kingdoms period, which was established in 221 CE by Liu Bei, who claimed to be a legitimate successor to the preceding Han dynasty. While the earlier Shu Kingdom's capitals are less documented, the later Shu Han state, situated in the geographical region of modern-day Sichuan, Chongqing, and surrounding areas historically referred to as Shu, had Chengdu as its primary capital throughout its existence. The kingdom's establishment followed Liu Bei's consolidation of Yi province, marking the beginning of a 43-year period of competition against the rival Chao Wei and Wu states. The state ultimately fell in 263 CE when it was conquered by the invading armies of Chao Wei, leading to the surrender of the second and final ruler, Liu Shan. Regarding language, the indigenous peoples of the earlier ancient Shu likely spoke languages distinct from the Chinese of the Central Plain, with modern scholarly guesses suggesting they might have spoken Tibeto-Burman languages or a predecessor to the Chong language. However, the later Shu Han state had Bashu Chinese or Old Sichuanese, an extinct language that diverged early from Old Chinese, being historically spoken in the core territory, alongside the prevailing Eastern Han Chinese, spoken by the ruling administration. The territorial extent of the ancient Shu Kingdom at its peak, prior to its conquest by Qin in 316 BCE, was primarily centered on the Chengdu Plain within the western Sichuan Basin, with some extensions northeastward into the upper Han River Valley, placing its core in what is modern-day Sichuan province. While the later Shu Han state of the Three Kingdoms period expanded to cover areas including present-day Hanzhong, Sichuan, Chongqing, Yunnan, Guizhou, and North Guangxi, the earlier independent kingdom of Shu was fundamentally rooted in the Sichuan Basin, bordered by the Ba Tribal Confederation to the east, the state of Qin across the Qinling Mountains to the north, and less powerful tribal peoples to the west and south. The history of the region known as Shu encompasses both an ancient kingdom and the later state of Shu Han during the Three Kingdoms period, each distinguished by unique characteristics. Ancient Shu, centered in what is now Sichuan province, is best known for its unique and enigmatic Bronze Age civilization, evidenced by remarkable archaeological finds at sites like Sangsingdui, which displayed a distinct cultural identity separate from the Central Plains civilization, despite some later interactions. In contrast, the Three Kingdoms state of Shu Han is most famous for its association with the heroic faction in the classic novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms, its dedicated efforts under the brilliant strategist Zhuge Liang to restore the Han dynasty, and its persistent, though ultimately unsuccessful military campaigns against the rival state of Wei.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share your opinions and suggestions with me in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching.